I want it that way. Yo, what's good, Tristans? And Tristan. Today we're gonna be reacting to Bella Poarch in Suburban. I don't know what that is. Infernal. Anyway, it's the new song, the new thing, the new hit song on the TikToks and so on and so forth. I'm super excited to jump into this. I liked her last song. We're gonna see where she goes with this one. Does she take it to the next level? I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. Oh my God. But the most important thing is, hopefully my concealer is matching. I got a haircut recently. They literally spent 15 minutes on my hair and it cost $100. So I really feel for those of you with long hair. Never had to deal with this kind of stuff before. I just like to let it loose and wild and free like an eagle. But anyway, before we get started, be sure to check me out. Instagram, TikTok, Patreon. Ooh, we soaring through the heights today on those notes. Also, thanks so much to my Patreon supporters. Every video of mine gets copyright claimed, so you guys help keep the channel going. Let's just jump into this video. What do we got? Let me be sure that none of my... Better close that down so that nobody messages me and calls me daddy in the middle of this video. Sometimes we've got to blur that out, you know what I mean? All right, let's go. Enjoy your stay, gentlemen. Okay. It's very Clue so far. The f. They're just letting this happen? Okay. 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 I want to turn this up, but I don't want to mess up my audio. This is good. Sounds good. I don't think that's how elevators would work, would they? Dude, I gotta say, this is unrelated, but I'm absolutely terrified of elevators. If there's anyone else that's scared of elevators like me, say something, please, because I literally will take the stairs 10 flights up instead of getting in a goddamn elevator for reasons like this. Whoa, that was actually a real cool outfit change. We're getting a little bit of the same theme in her videos with that little bit of like a la 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 la, like baby voice sound in there with the la's. I think we heard that in Build Bitch as well.
So high, oh so manic like a chandelier, crack the ceiling. Marianne come like a she's lost her head, falling for exteriors, as appealing as there might be. I know I'm afraid. No.
This dude is so breathy. I can smell his breath through the video. What the hell? What the hell's going on in there? I gotta say, the production value on this is so good. Even her last video had really high production value. This looks like a movie. So fun, hell so high, oh so yo, how's your hairline so crisp and fresh? Is that the end of the song? How is that outfit staying on her? The physics don't seem to line up here, but that's fine.
Congratulations.
Yo, his hair is better than mine.
You look rather dazzling tonight, sweetie.
Was that the end of the song? So there's a few things actually that I find are interesting about this in general from the perspective of her vocals, which is very different from her. And I've stalked most of her singing. I've seen most of what she's sung in general because I'm weird. So I know that this is particularly different for her. Not crazy different, but it's different. Like the way that she's singing through a lot of this chorus, it's almost like her voice is sticky, right? So what I mean by that, and this is not something I'm used to hearing her do in general with her voice. I've heard her do a few different styles. I've heard her do like Ariana Grande, stylish. I've heard her do all sorts of different stuff, but not necessarily this. So she starts off, hey, low. This like hold that she has going on in her voice, and it's fairly intense, right? You really wouldn't want to hold on to that for too long, or that sound can get a little bit annoying if you do it for too long, which is why she breaks it up with all the air. Because if you have too much of that going on like all the time, then it just gets a little bit much, right? There are singers and artists who do that, though. Not saying that's not possible, but just in general. But that's why she's breaking up with the breath that comes in here. The airy sounds.
Baby, I'm the reason why hell's so hot.
And then she sort of comes in with some of the sticky held sound here and there.
INFERNO.
And I think what she's doing to get that sound at the end of no, I think she's like, it was a little bit hard for me to tell entirely what she was doing with the production on her voice, but pretty sure I know what's going on, and I know why I was confused. She's actually just cracking her voice at the end of that phrase. It's gonna sound super cringe when I do it. I apologize sincerely, but I'll slow it down for you so you know what's going on. I think she's going fa, 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 right? And the reason why that's a little bit confusing is most of the time when people are intentionally cracking their voice in pop music, it isn't going from chest to falsetto, it's going from falsetto to chest. If you guys don't know, a voice crack is when you transition abruptly between chest and falsetto in one direction or the other. It makes this sort of like sound. In hopes you're on the other side, right? In hopes, in hopes, right? You could hear the hopes, right? You can hear that transition there. That's from falsetto to chest. I'm not used to hearing it as abruptly on more or less the same pitch from chest to falsetto, right? So I'm pretty sure that's what she's doing. Interesting way of doing it. I think it is a little bit more complicated than that, but I think that's generally what's going on. She actually does that very, very well. It sounds really good when she does it somehow, which you wouldn't expect because I've never heard that exact sound effect. I don't know when I've ever heard that. Anyway, side tangent, but I've never heard that before.
Baby, I'm the reason why that's so fun. Hell's so hot, oh so terrible.
And this dude sounds great. He fits really well in this track. And his hair looks amazing. I need to know what his hair routine is.
Think I'm getting butterflies, but it's really something telling.
And so I made that joke about the breath, whatever. It was just a joke. But in reality, he is sending tons of air through his voice. I don't know if he sings like this regularly. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. It's perfectly healthy and fine technique. But it's just, there's a lot.
Something telling me.
Something telling me. Right, he's kind of there with his voice. Let me see if I can find him live. Here we go. I guess he's a popular artist. I've never heard of him before.
I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen.
Yeah, it's kind of what I would have thought, actually. Let me see if I can find more.
No, I don't want dirtiness, I don't want to be mean, but I'm sick of meeting new people on my seat. Like I'm aggravated, motivated, never gonna graduate. I'm stimulated, overstated, I just wanna kiss a date. On the contrary, I just wanna meet. Let's go, messy, naughty, sketchy, keep me tied up in the right world, segregated, situated, hanging unsophisticated, liberate, nauseate.
Interesting. This is another style that I haven't really heard so much, but it makes sense why Bella's going for the approach that she's going for, because she's kind of trying to meet him vocally in a sense. I think that's my view. He's a little bit darker than I would have thought. Anyway, okay.
Falling for exteriors, as appealing as there might be, I know I'm
Something that is interesting to note, this is my opinion, I'm not 100% sure. I think sometimes people open their mouths too much when they're trying to sing certain things. And as we just saw in that previous performance of him, he doesn't necessarily open his mouth a ton. Maybe he does here, maybe he doesn't. But what is interesting is whenever people are like lip syncing the music video, they almost always over enunciate their mouths. I don't know why that's a thing. I guess it looks nice. Well, there he was not so much. Like right there, I think he was just dramatically like the air was blowing in his face. Here, he wasn't really opening his mouth as much. Anyway, I'm not like nitpicking what he's doing. It makes sense in the context of the video, and 99.9% of people are not going to be like, that particular sound quality is not sung with the mouth in that exact position. And as you can see clearly, his mouth position is different from here to here. Anyway, it's just interesting to note that when you're watching music videos and stuff like that, the way that their mouths move is not always necessarily how they're actually producing the tone. Because actually, if you were to sing it this way,
as appealing as there might be.
as they might be, I know. It gets a little bit robotic. Anyway, whatever. It's just something to know, right?
Maybe I'm the reason
Ew.
why hell's
Did I miss this before? That's nasty.
Inferno.
Anyway, overall, this song was really cool. It sounds like it connects to Build a Bitch. It sounds like those two songs connect, if that makes sense. Like if this were an album, it sounds like they would meet each other somewhere. Only thing that I would say is I want to hear from Bella, and I think that would help break up. If she's going to make, I don't know if she's making an album or if she's making more songs or what her plan is with this, if she's just doing this for fun. But if she were making an album, the one thing I would want to hear is a little bit more of her voice front and center doing voice things, because I know her voice is more than capable of it. But then again, I'm a different type of listener, right? I like to listen to music for different things than other people like to listen for. So anyway, it's very interesting. I am shocked that she actually did something that I've never heard before. So it's gonna be interesting for me to think about that more and see if I can conceptualize it a bit deeper. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, be sure to check me out Instagram, TikTok, check out the Patreon if you are interested in supporting the channel, and subscribe if you like videos like this. But until next time, Tristan and Tristan, peace.